Hello and welcome. This is the second guide slash tutorial for Desperados 3 badges. Now this one's gonna be the second mission. Well, kind of third mission, but second mission with badges, Troublemakers in Flagstone. So, previously I said playthroughs, but I guess the best term would be runs. I'm gonna do it in basically 2 runs. So the first run would be we have to make the deaths of 4 targets look like accidents, which is fairly simple in essence, nothing too difficult. The second one, don't kill or knock out anyone in the train track area. Now, that one also shouldn't pose too much trouble. And the third one, don't touch any bush or haystacks. This one can be a bit troublesome sometimes if you kind of by accident run into the bush. You also should probably stay away from them because sometimes the characters will move into the bush on their own, but in general also nothing that too crazy. Now, one of the simple badges, kind of simple one, I guess those are the 3 remaining ones that we're going to be doing this first run, is Bury Josh. Very self-explanatory, nothing too crazy. Listen in on 10 private conversations. That one also is fair game. Now, the one that could be a bit more on the difficult side, not really. It can be, but at the same time, it can be really easy to do so. I'm actually gonna show well the way that I did it the first time and a small snippet of how I did it the second time around. And of course for the second run we're gonna do a speedrun. And might catch a bit of few, maybe 1 or 2 other badges, but we're mainly gonna focus on completing the mission under 7 minutes. And naturally the last badge, which is complete the mission on hard difficulty, same as before. It's fairly simple. You just have to like crack the code for the level, and if you need some info or tips or tricks on how to do it, maybe somewhere where you're stuck, you can just check the gameplay video. Well, it's more of a playthrough video that I have of this level as well. Now I'm playing there on Desperados difficulty, so yeah, as I said, you might find something useful there. But other than that, that's the only one that's not going to be in this video. All others, well, let's get to them. Now, starting off with the first run, I'm going to start very carefully by dodging every bush there is to see. Especially at the very start, it's very easy to kind of run into them. Be sure to use Hector, just throw any enemies into the bushes or haystacks. Also, you can use the well to hide the bodies if you want to. That's also an option, but I found just Hector's throwing method to be very useful. Now the first part you just go through as you normally would. There's nothing that different about it.
So who's first on your list?
Now besides that, we're gonna start off with basically listening in on the conversations that are around on the main street or the crossroads or whatever you would call them. This is a safe area. So you can see there was one before and this is the second one. And we're just heading off to the third one. Some of these conversations can be useful as they give you some kind of hints or tips on how to dispatch some of the targets you have to take out. Some are just random information about the world. So you can listen to them or you can fast forward to make it faster. You can hear by the slight sound when the conversation has ended and it has like ticked off in your journal, I guess. Now here's the fourth conversation. Now the one nearby, you have to catch that in time because there is a civilian that just walks over there, talks, and then walks away. So that's why I ran past that and went for the next one. This was the fifth one. This should be the sixth one. That was the fifth one. This was the sixth one. And now back to the conversation before. As you can see, the civilian walks over to the other one, and now the conversation has started. So this was easy to miss, but there are other conversations you can catch around, like one or two more, I'm pretty sure. But pretty much all the conversations, I think in total should be 8 or 9 conversations on the main street that you can get. And the last one, the one that's going to conclude this badge, is going to be at the church. So this should be number 9, where the fella's kind of upset about his house getting destroyed. Who wouldn't? Yeah, so now just get up the vines, and this is also gonna be a place for the second badge. There we go, that's for the conversations. And, well, I said second badge, but the next badge, let's call it that. This one is just burying Josh. Now you can see the Josh down right under the ladder. Yeah, be sure to save whenever you can, just to be sure that no one sees you, causes alarm, or by any chance you run into some of the bushes. Naturally, be careful not to run into them. Now you can drop the nearby bodies in the bushes. You can also use the dugout grave, but you definitely have to throw in Josh for the badge to work. I'm using just Cooper to throw the fella in, and there you go. And that's the badge, all done. Now again, you don't have to complete the level if these are just the badges you need. You can fairly just quit the level at this point. Because once again, there are some badges that just simply, when they're shown on screen, they already are checked off of your list, so you don't have to worry about that. So now we're gonna be moving on to pretty much setting up for both the killing 3 of the targets at the same time, and same time doing them as an accident. Now the first, there's gonna be a bit of a, I can call it a trick, but you just we'll have to do a manual save at one point. So you can do the 3 kills at once, then load the save and do the accident kills. You of course could try to do the accident kills along with the 3 kills at the same time, but it would just take more time. So this is gonna be a bit more simple in a way. So here I'm setting up this place, just taking out everyone kind of in the way. Of course, a tad overdo it. You don't really have to take out as many people as I did here, but you know, just to be safe, you can do that. Naturally, you remember the only way to hide bodies is with Hector, so this place there's no other kind of hiding place for Cooper to hide them, unless the door up there, but I'm probably not going to drag everyone over there. So I just ran over with Hector and just grabbed those 2 and hide them in the nearby bush. Now technically no one's walking there, and then you could as well kind of leave them there as they are.
If that bull gets angry, we're in for a show.
Now the only enemy you should probably leave alone is the one inside the ball ring, and of course the target itself, because don't really remember his name, but let's just call him target number 1. He's just having a conversation with the guy. That would slightly disrupt that, but maybe it wouldn't be that crazy if you did take him out.
Okay then.
So now that that place is pretty much cleared out, we're going on to the second, which is the bar slash saloon slash fun house, I guess, or whatever you could call it. Naturally, once again, save the game as I did here. You can do it freely whenever you want to when you feel like it's a good place. I kind of do it at some key points like here, because I know like this place has a lot of shrubbery which you can accidentally run into, because I ran into quite a few ones because I constantly kept forgetting that you shouldn't do that. So yeah, try to keep that in mind. Like in essence, that badge is not that difficult. It's just more of a keeping in mind that you can't move in them. Now, naturally, you can use Bianca to take everyone out, or a axe works pretty well as well. But if you have like an achievement for Bianca kills, then it's a good way to get some extra in there. I'm guessing you also could find a faster way to do this, but I kind of went this way, just taking everyone out one by one. It doesn't take too much time and too much effort. There's a bit of a trick to this whistle. You have to kind of be at the very edge of the wagon, right next to the wheel. Otherwise, you might in his line of sight. This is a very good thing that I found out when I was playing the Desperados difficulty. Kind of helped out a lot. Because, you know, in this difficulty, you really don't have to worry about them kind of noticing you that fast. But in Desperados difficulty, obviously, it's almost instantly. Now, if you're taking out this Pancho, be sure to look for the civilians outside, because they can still kind of spot you. And, slowly getting up to the point where you should probably make a manual save. Now, we're gonna clear out this place from all the Panchos, but just the first floor. You don't really have to worry about the second floor. Now at this point, you can see that there was I'm not gonna try to pronounce that, but let's call it poison, that you'll have to pick up. I, for some reason, did this with Cooper, but naturally you can do it with Hector as well. So don't have to worry about her spotting you. They're very a-okay for you to be walking around there. So just use Cooper to pick up, or Hector as you please. Pick up the, I think it was called laudanum or laudanum. Well, let's call it poison. Let's stick with poison. That's what we're gonna. We're gonna use it later on. That's gonna be for once we're gonna load the manual save, but right now we're gonna do it a bit differently. Now, you might not notice here, but I had some mistakes here, and I'm just simply, of course, cutting out the fuel load places, so it would shorten up the time here. Now this is the point where you make the manual save. I'm not sure. Yeah, there we go. For some reason I had to take them out, because, you know, that's what I usually do. But you can actually just... you could leave them, but at the next section they might actually hear you take out the target number 2, let's call her that.
Let's finish these guys.
Now we're gonna set up the for the 3 kills. We'll need Cooper. We'll need Cooper yeah, back at the church. Right on this ledge. Now you'll have to use. There are other ways, of course, to do this, but this is how I did it. Now just use the double shot for both of the characters, both of your targets. Just have to wait for the right moment there. But that's set up. And now we can go to Hector. Now be sure you can let her be, but let's be civil. Because at some point she's gonna come back up, and then she might warn the others if you don't hide a body. But just wait for the right moment when the line of sight is off from the door and move there. For some reason she will not notice you, but that works out pretty well. Now that everything's set up, except for Cooper, it didn't work out for some reason. The line didn't cross the right way, but there you go. It's all set up. Now you can just execute that. And be sure to climb quickly down with Cooper. And you're in the safe zone. Now everyone's pretty much just gonna run around, look for you, but not really. As you're in the safe zone, they didn't catch you in the act, so to say. Now 3 of the targets are down. Now we're just left with 1 more. Now at this point you already have the badge. You could just load up your manual save now and basically keep going with the other badge, which would be the accidental kills. But we're gonna, just in case, finish this up until the very end. Now this one's fairly simple as well. You just toss a coin, and the bull will do the job for you.
That's it. All done.
Naturally, you don't have to worry about accidental kills. They're not gonna raise alarm. Now off to the rendezvous point, and there you go. Now you got 5 of the 6 that we should have done. Now naturally the 6th one is gonna be just the manual save. Now there's a quick recap of what we basically just did. Who knows, maybe you might find useful something in there. But other than that, the 5 of those badges are done. Now in this down the last badge, also don't have to worry about accidentally bumping into a shrub or something like that. So we're just gonna focus on taking everyone out with by natural causes. So basically you already kind of know the one is gonna be the bull, this one's gonna be the poison, and then the 3rd and the 4th is gonna be a church bell and the unstable wall. Now we'll start off with the church bell here. As simple as that, you just drop it on him, and you're pretty much good to go.
Down, 3 to go. Oh, the things you drag me into.
Now the train yard is gonna be a bit more tricky, but there is also an easier way to do this. What we're gonna do is the first time a bit more, I guess a bit more complicated, but I'll show you the easy way as well.
Use that giant bear trap of yours.
Now that the poison is set, hope you notice the barrel there that we just added the poison to. You can just keep on going to the next place, which is the bowl. And the poison's gonna take its course on its own. You don't really have to think about it anymore, and just head over to the last target. Now this is the place I definitely had some trouble getting through, so be sure to quick save here. This was basically more of me just trying to do this too fast. So take your time and just take out a few of the thugs that are walking around here.
Making a move. Looks like a job for Bianca. Let's lure someone.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to finish the conversation, otherwise I would have to deal with two of them at the same time. But it would... You naturally can, like Cooper's fast enough to throw a knife and punch someone without causing an alarm, but you know, just on the safe side. I mean, also you could use Bianca and maybe hide Hector behind back to just axe the other fellow. I'm sure I've done that before as well. Here it just kind of cleared out the path for Cooper.
Okay. Let's go.
And no one can really see this fella anymore, but just, you know, toss a coin and throw a knife. Technically, you could also just sneak past and climb the stairs, not the stairs, the ladder, and just stab the fella. It's just up to you. Now I'm already sending Hector to the rendezvous point, because Cooper, you'll just have to get up there and just push the not so well built wall on top of our last target.
Whoever ordered this wants these people gone.
You mean Vincent DeVitt, the railroad boss?
If you say so.
And now just a bit of waiting time for him to get in the right spot.
Well, sure, 'cause he's got men like
You don't have to worry about him missing the mark, because the mark is pretty large and he's on the spot for quite a bit. Oh, there we go. Now you can just jump right down on the side there and you're good to go. And that's the 6th badge.
all done.
And
Right now.
you're pretty much done with that.
I'm fine, Cooper.
Now just head back to Saloon to finish up the mission. And there you go. Now naturally we kind of skipped the tracks and that, but we got that before. In the previous save, I guess we could call that. Now a bit of a speedy recap here. And once that's done, we're just gonna get quickly through 2 more ways. If you two more alternative ways you can do some of the badges. Of course, there are many ways to do these kind of strategic things around. I'm guessing there are 100, maybe not hundreds, but quite a few ways to deal with them. So this is very useful. Might look silly, but you can knock out Cooper with Hector's throw and basically just throw Cooper over the wall. And this will kind of help you get through all the area. It's like a bit of a cheat here.
This is why the train had to stop out of town.
I guess abusing the system a bit, but it works pretty well. I wish I'd known this faster, because I kind of started to use this only mid-game or by the end of the game somewhere like that. But yeah, that's how you kind of get through a large portion of this area, and basically you can just do the accidental kill right there. Now another small feature is for the accidental kills. Now I already showed you that how quickly you can do it, but naturally you can also just knock everyone out, bring them to a single location and drop the bell or the wall or whatever on top of the targets and simply get the badge like that as well. The only thing that does not count in, it's not going to be an accidental kill. Now that pretty much wraps up this run, and now we're just going to head over to the second run, which is going to be the speed run. Now on to the second run. We're gonna very much do the same thing we did in the previous part, where basically we just follow everything we did just a bit more faster, and of course skipping some of the things we did before.
He's all yours.
Now the first section is somewhat the same as before.
Sure glad I'm meeting your expectations.
The only difference in this part is that we're clearly just gonna run straight for the first target here.
So who's first on your list?
You can lure the guard
Put them in the order we like.
same way we did in the other badges. But the difference, we're just gonna go straight in and go straight for the ball there.
No danger here.
Use Hector just to hide the body. And throw the coin once the target is next to the ball.
Looks like Jarvis wasn't such a big shot.
And once that is done,
Down, 3 to go.
sprint out of the area where the first target was.
Or worse.
And
Sure.
send Hector to the saloon while
The whorehouse.
going with the Cooper to the ledge where we did the double
Door then.
takedown for the 2 targets.
Let's find another way in.
Now here you just have to kind of quickly go through the
Had to drag me into this.
enemies one by one.
Shall we?
Here I'm just quickly setting up Cooper's double shot again, so just to have that ready whenever they are in range. Actually, we don't have to think about the 3 simultaneous kills. Well, I butchered that word, but and again, it kind of broke for me, but you can redo that real quick. Now here, just had to move a bit more on the side of to find the right place. And there we go. And once again, just quickly get down the vines, just to be safe from the mob there. Now at this point, you can pretty much already send the Cooper to the rendezvous point and just clear this place with Hector. Now once again, I'm pretty much doing the same thing as I did before. Just luring everyone in and taking them out with Bianca or Axe. So Morley was running with the Axe to the location, but Bianca kind of did it faster than Hector did. Now, you can kind of wait for this, or you can try to do as I did here, which is basically luring them both in, taking them both out, one with Bianca and one with the Hector's Axe. Same thing here, just whistle right next to the wheel. It's kind of a bit of a blind spot there. I think you could also technically go inside the fenced area right here and then whistle. That could probably also work, but I did that way. Now, don't worry really about the bodies. You don't really have to hide them or anything. Most of these locations, no one else is going to be passing through, really. And here you just go through a quick chain of taking everyone out. Unfortunately, that one civilian also got the axe, but hey, it happens. And that's pretty much it. You just take out the last target and just run to the rendezvous point. All 4 targets are taken out, and pretty much the speedrun is done. This is also a fairly simple and fast speedrun you can do. And we also got like a bonus badge there for not taking out anyone in the train track area. There we go, 4 minutes and 16, so, and some time to spare. Well, that pretty much wraps up the badges for this level. Now we got 7 out of 8 badges, and the 8th one, natural, as I said at the very start, is the hard difficulties. You can take a look in my playthrough videos and kind of get the idea how to get through that kind of a level. Other than that, well, I hope some of that helped, and be sure to take a look at the other videos as well.